this video I have a review of the Podium Revolution Platinum Stand by Pivotal for you guys. First of all, the packaging it comes in is very nice, very clean. You know, you just have this little card. I took it out so you can look at it. There's a little card that goes in there and the stand that goes in here. Nothing else. You're not plagued with all the things that you don't need. It's really nice packaging, really simple, and I love how it's easy to open. You don't have to cut around everything. So I just thought I'd mention that. That's really nice. Now, under this card, you guys see it says for iPhone 3G up there, Podium, Pivotal. It says Ultimate iPhone Experience, and it also works with the iPod Touch, and that's the first and second generation. Now, like I mentioned in my unboxing video, you're gonna have to buy the 3G version of this if you want it to work with the iPod Touch. They do make an iPhone original version, so that only works with the original iPhone, nothing else. Since, you know, the 3G is similar to the iPod Touch second generation in that it's like curved, and the iPod first generation is smaller than the iPod or the iPhone, so obviously it's gonna fit also. But with the original one, they told me to buy the 3G one if you want to get the iPod Touch to work with it. So the card just has some picture on the front. You guys see, you can use it to like watch videos, and then it's show you turning it, and you can do like speakerphone if you have the iPhone. On the back, it just shows some of the things you can do with it. You can see you can do your speakerphone or like voicemail if you have the iPhone. You can use it for apps and stuff, and like all your email. You can put it pretty much anywhere, your desktop, countertop, nightstand, and you can use it as a clock, which actually be really nice. I was trying to find a good clock app as a picture frame, recipe, you know, in the kitchen, and you can use it to watch movies since they are widescreen on the iPod and the iPhone. And down here it just talks about how it's made. You know, it works with old film coverings, and I'll actually show you what else it works with too, which is kind of nice. It's engineered very well. This is steel, steel I believe. It says right here. Oh yeah, stable, solid steel base, and then obviously it's a polished nickel finish, and that's what gives it the shiny finish. That polished nickel finish. It has the non-slip thing on the bottom, a little black rubber outside, which actually works pretty well. And it has a pass-through design, like the iMac. You guys see you can put your cable through there and bring it up, and then plug it in. It has these nice rubber fingers here. Yeah, let me show you. These little fingers that hold it in very well. And that's pretty much it. Also, the one thing I like that I've noticed, like I know that many of you guys have heard of the xtand for the iPhone and the iPod Touch, and that thing is like, it has that little thing on the back you unscrew, and you can move it up and down and rotate it. This thing, you guys can see, has a multi-axis rotation. It's just a ball with this little thing on it, so you can go anywhere. It's so much, and it holds too. It doesn't, like, if I put it up here, my iPod doesn't like fall down. It holds really well, and that's a lot nicer. You can turn it, you can rotate it, turn it up any way you want, and that's really nice. It's definitely, I think, much better than the xtand that you only go up and down and turn, and you can't like do any way you want. Like, what if I, you know, just feel like turning it a little bit that way instead of turning the whole thing? You guys see what I'm saying? So I really like that rotation. Now onto the actual stand. So, like I said, it's a steel engine. You know, it's made from steel, and it's polished. It's finished in nickel, which gives it that shiny look. It's really, I mean, it's nice and heavy. It's not like too heavy that it's overbearing, but it's solid. I mean, you can tell it's not like it's in here that it's solid construction. I don't worry about it breaking or anything. I mean, I'm actually worried about if I drop this, you know, something else would break that it hits, because it's really solid construction. This little thing on the bottom, this rubber pad. Let me move this over. I mean, if I like push it, it will move a little bit, but not. You see, it's not moving that much. And if there's pressure on it, it's not gonna move at all. So that thing, it works really well, you know. Also, the design, you guys can see, it's kind of reminiscent of the iMac with that stand like that where it goes in. And you guys see, you know, if I push this, it's not gonna fall down. Go back pretty far. It's so heavy on the bottom, and it's made like it's made to go in like that, so this is not gonna fall if I accidentally hit it. it that way, it's not going to fall. Yeah, I'm not worried about that falling at all, you know. Even though the iPhone and iPod are pretty sturdy, I don't worry about this falling at all. Like pass-through design, I have not tried it yet. I mean, I put my cable through there and it fits in perfectly. I mean, it's a lot nicer than having your cable come around. You can just go under, and you can put your iPod instead of this way. You can turn it and have it up, and then just plug it in right there at the bottom. So that would work really well. This part, it is plastic, so it's not as sturdy as the rest, but you can't have that be metal, you know, it's not going to work well. It still feels really nice and sturdy, really solid construction. I also really like this rubber finger. These little things on the side, they hold the iPod in very well. And the thing I was talking about earlier, let me get this back. The thing I was talking about earlier is that with the iPhone, I don't believe you can do this because it's bigger. But since this is made for the iPhone, it's made bigger than the iPod Touch. You see I have my slider, my Griffin Wave, although the in-case slider is pretty much the same size. And I can just take this. There you go. It fits with the case on. I'm not going to take the case off because it's a pain taking it off and cleaning it out and everything. I did try it without the case. It fits, although actually it can move a little bit. It's not going to fall out, but it can move without the case on because this is made for the iPhone 3G. But since these little fingers are rubber and they have little lines on them, it holds the iPod Touch in place even if it's not in a case. And when it's in a case, you guys can see it is touching the back, but there's a case on it. When it's not in the case, the iPod was actually not touching this at all. I'm not sure about the iPhone 3G, it may touch it, but if it does, it's just plastic. It's not going to scratch it up. It's really smooth. No, it's not going to damage your iPhone at all. So you guys see, this holds very well. I can turn it, it's not going to, this thing's, like I said, it's not going to sag. Turn it any way I want, you know, turn it this way, turn it that way. And you guys see, even though I hit it, even though these things are on the side, they hold in very well. It's not going to move down, not going to slide out. Now, in terms of the stuff they talked about, I'm not going to play music or any videos or anything because I don't want to do any copyright, you know, break any laws. But let me just log in here. So, you know, if you wanted to, you can play music on this. I mean, there's really no point to play music. I guess it's a little easier just to use this. But if you're playing, you know, music, you don't need to watch or anything. You just put it on your desk because there's a speaker in here. But in movies, that's where this really comes in handy. Like I said, you know, I can just play a movie. I'm gonna pause it. So you guys see I have a movie up there. Really nice, you know. Just sit in my desk, watch it. I mean, I'm not gonna watch movies on here very often, but if I were to travel, I can bring this with me. It's not that much of a burden, and I can watch it on a plane or on a car or something like that. Apps also, like, you know, Pocket God. That app turns when you put, you know, that sideways, so I can turn it around here, and I could do stuff with it. You know, I'm running out of time here, so I can't show too much, but once this loads up, see, I can just, you know, without holding it, which is a lot nicer, I can both fingers free now too, so I can do all that kind of stuff. If you had I don't have a clock app, but if you did, you can do that. You know, I can turn it this way and do stuff with it instead of holding it. I could just put my hand behind and do that, or do it like that. Check my email, check everything. So overall, guys, this is a really, really, really nice product. I love it. It's a really great stand. I think it's better than the xtand. I have not used the xtand, but I think this is better than it and what it offers. It's $48. You go to podiumrevolution.com. Right there, podiumrevolution.com. Check them out. They also have a pearl version, which you can only get for the iPhone 3G, which means it'll work with the iPod Touch. It's like a whitish type finish, but I like this type better. Solid construction, great product. I definitely check it out if you're looking for a stand for your iPod Touch or iPhone. Also, follow me at twitter.com/thefrisbeepro. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and if you guys do want to buy this, you guys can. I have a link in the sidebar, which is actually an affiliate link because I'm an affiliate with them. So please use that link if you're planning on buying this. because that way I will get percentage of what you pay. So it's very small, but that way I can get some money and I can use that to buy more products to review, products to give away. So please, if you're going to buy this, use that link in the description. I'll put it there. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.